Hello, Serpent Reality, and welcome back to the final ever Impulse Season 10 reunion. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I honestly don't know how to react, but yeah. So happy to see all the spectators here, and I'm so happy to see the people watching this show live. I am beyond excited and so proud of everybody that played this season. I want to thank everybody that has been here to support Impulse as it's been forming since season 1 to now. You're all amazing people, and I could not be any more thankful than what I already am. So, of course, tonight, without further ado, let's welcome back everybody from this season.
It's funny cause I've always dreamed
welcoming back the ghost. Sorry, I'm a mess. Starting with Kat.
You just broke my heart, even though you promised you'd never do that from the start.
Rock.
But I guess we can only make it so far, cause time wasn't in our favor. This isn't goodbye, this is simply see you later.
Mike.
Let me know when it's time to come back. Maybe when your life is on track and you don't have to hesitate.
Galen.
Too late. Like I feel I'm patient.
And Marvin.
I'm okay with you making me wait, and as long as you're near, I'll be here.
And for the final time this season, let's welcome back the finalists of Impulse Season 10, Kalani, Lilith, and of course, last but certainly not least, welcoming back to the stage, Tristan.
The memories won't go away. I feel pain every time I hear your name, but I always think of you the same, cause time wasn't in our favor. This isn't goodbye, this is simply see you later.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm so honored to have the final three, the Ghost, and everyone else here for tonight. This game has been so fun, and over the last 10 seasons, plus all the minis, I've had so much fun with this game. We have been able to do so much with this game, with the fun twists, comps, and I created this game thinking we would only host like 3 to 5 seasons, and here we are now sitting at season 10 for our final season. I cannot wait to see who would win, who will win, and who the ghost think deserves the win. Jesus. Oh, already starting off on a bad foot with the English. Anyways, Kalani, you played a really strong game this season, and I am so honored that you decided to come back and play this game again, because truly you are an iconic player. You had downfalls in the past, but we're finally able to make it to the end of this game, and I cannot wait to see where your final placement lands. Good luck. Lilith, after winning your first season playing, I knew I wanted you to come back into this game, and I wanted to see how determined you were going to be. And you came in and played so hard and got to the end again. You honestly have never doubted yourself and have always tried super hard in this game. I could not have asked for any better possible real 2-time Impulse winner. Even if you fall short and do not end up winning, you still played hard, and I'm so proud of you. Lilith, I wish you nothing but the best of luck in this final. And Tristan. Honestly, I won't lie. I did not expect you to come back and play, but here you slayed this game, and I am so beyond proud of you. I think, like the others, you have a great shot at winning this season. Tristan, I am so happy that you did not leave and downfall to a will again, even though you almost did. Tristan, you are so fucking amazing, and I love that I've had the honor to host you in Impulse for 2 seasons fully, and you have played hard every time. I wish you the best of luck in the final. I have one last comment I will make before we get to the opening statements to the ghost. To the ghosts that are present, thank you all so much for not only playing this season, but also being here to vote for a winner. I am so proud of all of you, even though you didn't make it to the spot Kalani, Lilith, and Tristan did. You all still played so hard and so well. I am honored to say that you are all amazing individuals, and the game now officially rests in y'all's hands. All right. So tonight, opening statements, 5 minutes max for all finalists. We are then going to do jury questioning. The way it'll work this season, every juror will be allowed to ask one question per person at a time, and we will do this for 30 minutes, going around the ghost until the 30 minutes runs out. Please be wise of what you ask, and remember, one question per person, and that means one question per one person. So if, for example, Marvin asks, I don't know, Marvin has a question, he can ask it to Lilith, Kalani, or Tristan, but not all three. You can only ask a question to one finalist at a time. Okay. So then after questions, each finalist will have 15 minutes to plead their final case. They are not supposed to use the whole 15 minutes. They can. Ghost, I've always been really strict about this. Please do not base your vote on who takes the longest talking in their final speech. That should not have any influence on your vote in this game for a winner. Out your final speeches, you will all vote one at a time to me and PMs on Zoom. I will call you one at a time up, and you will cast your final vote. After that, I will play a video for the finalists, Lilith, Kalani, and Tristan. Then I will reveal the vote. We will do awards, and then I will do my final goodbye. So let's get into opening statements tonight. Actually, hold on, I have a question.
Yeah, in the chat.
If a ghost/juror is not here present for at least final speeches, their vote will not count. So they have to at least be here for final speeches. So that being said, I have predetermined the order in which everyone will start their opening speeches. And Lilith, you will be up first. Please let me know. Oh, also last thing, Ghost, please remain off camera until you are called up to ask your question. This is the finalist time to shine. Marvin. All right, Lilith, you are up first. Your 5 minutes. We'll start when you're ready.
All right, let me get a drink.
Me too, though.
I'm about to do. All right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Huh?
You're good.
Can I go?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, friends. First of all, I want to say congratulations to everyone for literally surviving yet another one of Sean's messy shit show games. I say that as a joke. I seriously love Impulse. I played season 8 as the winner of that. I've played a few of the minis, and then last season I was actually on prod. So this game is very close to my heart. I had a blast. I played hard. I worked with friends, and I even made some new friends. I wanted to almost have a theme or like a mood to my game. As a previous winner, I entered this game with a huge target on my back, as seen literally immediately in round 1. I was an auto nom, and I had 6 votes against me. So I definitely had a huge target, and people wanted me out of this game immediately. So I had to adapt and rethink my game. My super villainous ways that I totally love to play had to kind of take a back burner position in this game, or I don't think I would have made it this far. My strategy had to revolve around the theme I wanted to my gameplay to match. So I adapted and set my theme as analytical but delicate. I wanted to have a strategy of being likable, friendly, but also strategic and calculated. I also had to keep my threat level down as much as possible. I had to make my game about agency and make game moves systematically. The 2 finalists I sit beside are amazing people and players. However, I do believe that I played a better, cohesive, and overall game. I feel that Tristan failed to kind of take advantage of the social aspect of the game. And I feel that Kalani was reserved in making moves. and also was kind of along for the ride most of the time. I say these things in full respect, but it's also my duty as a finalist to set my game apart from the other finalists. I feel that my game tells a story. I was a huge threat in this game, literally as a previous winner. I still managed to make it to the end here today after staying under the radar enough to have the second highest comp wins in this game. I did this by making bonds with players and staying on top of my social game. I strategized with Mike, Tristan, Galen, Marvin, Marcus, Kat, Kalani, and Josh in one-on-ones. I was also part of tight alliances who worked so well together. We got the people to the top 5 at the end. Then it was about calculating moves to get myself to the end. I feel that my game story is one of survival and adapting. When my threat level would start to kind of peak up, I'd make changes to my game and get by almost concealing myself, getting better and stronger. I became more efficient and I overcame every obstacle in the way, especially knowing that people weren't too excited about letting a previous winner get to the end. I feel that my closing speech will prove to the jury that my gameplay tells a story and that the theme I wanted to maintain in this game will speak for itself. I'm excited to answer all your questions and address any concerns that you guys might have. And thank y'all for listening.
All right, Miss Kalani, it is your turn. When you're ready, please let me know.
Okay, I'm on mobile and I wrote this on notes, so I'm gonna have to come off camera for that. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I do want to say thank you to Sean, Casey, and Scarlett for an amazing, well-planned season. Now I'm going to start my jury statement, the opening speech. Hello, jury. I just wanted to say you all look nice. Okay, time for some speeches. Coming into this game, I knew I had to be less social and more strategical. In my first season, I got out for blabbing my mouth and being dumb. Every move I made in this game was to further my game and make sure I was well-positioned. In this game, I barely knew anyone coming into this game. While Tristan and Lilith knew a hand select, I adapted and made people think I was loyal to them. When all in all, I was loyal to me, myself, and I won comps when I needed to, kept almost all the information to myself in case if I needed to use it to my advantage, which I never did because I was never caught playing middle. All in all, I feel like I played a really good game and can't wait to explain myself in questionings and final speeches. That's all.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Okay. All right, and Mr. Tristan. Whenever you're ready, please let us know.
All right. So, first of all, wow. I want to thank Sean for inviting me to come play again. And to be honest, part of me was thinking, do I really want to play again after the way I went out in Heroes versus Villains? Because that was pretty much one of the worst things I had to go through. But I still said yes because I had one word on my mind, and that was redemption. So I said yes, and coming into this game, I started working with a bunch of people, which included people from Heroes versus Villains, with Marvin, with Lilith, and then I started working with Kalani because we were on the same team together. I think Jill was also on my team, and I can't really remember anyone else being on my team, but shoot. So coming in here, I knew that I wanted to really redeem myself, and I wanted to connect with as many people as I can, which proves to be quite in how I live my life, you know. Too many orgs to play in, and of course being at work, but I tried the best I can. And I didn't skate by to get this far. I did manage to win a few competitions that pretty much would have saved my ass, especially given the first cardio that I won, which probably would have put a target on my back. But competitions that I needed to win, I did win. And I did have strategic plans to make, Unfortunately, they just were not executed, and I will explain that in my closing statement. But and I want to say good congrats to Kalani and to Lilith, because making it to the end is no small feat, especially for Lilith, who won Heroes versus Villains. So amazing work. And to the jury, or to the ghosts, sorry. I am looking forward to answering your questions, and I just want to say good luck to everybody.
All right. One moment. All right. Opening statements are complete. Jurors, ghost, you guys will now have 30 minutes to ask one question, one person a question, and then we'll circle and circle and circle until no one has questions again. Marcus, you are ghost number 2. You are the latest ghost here tonight. So Marcus, you will have the chance to ask questions first. Well, your first question first, and then we'll go around. We'll go Marcus, Marcus, Kat, Rox, Mike, Galen, Marvin. That's how it'll go. And we'll circle around. All right, Marcus, whenever you're ready, if you don't have any questions, just say, I don't have any questions. And the ghost question time starts now. Marcus, you're on mute, just so you know.
Congrats to the 3 of you guys. You guys killed the game. I don't really have anything too crazy to elaborate on here, as I followed pretty closely from the outside. I think the only thing I have to say or mention, I don't know, maybe I do have a fucking question. You know what? Fuck it. I do got a question. Tristan, you said that, you know, you played this game for redemption. You had a bunch of moves planned, but none of them executed. How does that explain that? I just want to know exactly what you mean. Like, what moves did you execute?
Well, like I said, the plans that I was making were, and the biggest plan that I had was, by the end, I wanted to take out the people who have won this game, being Marvin and Lilith, because I knew that if either of them made it to the end, they would have had the best shot to win. And unfortunately, I came just short of getting to make that decision because Kalani had me beat and took out Marvin, which was what I was planning to do. And that really backfired on me, but I didn't lose by a lot. You know, I came pretty close. You know, it was like 8 seconds that separated myself and Kalani in that final competition. And then I also wanted to take out Josh because he took out the coach from my team, Marvin, and then Marvin came back. So, but I was not able to execute those plans myself, and I will admit to that.
All right, I understand. I get that. Hold on, just a quick little follow-up. Do you think that, I mean, you said you wanted to take out the previous winners, blah, blah, blah. Do you think, you know, you not taking out Lilith or not, you know, doing a little bit more to take her, they, them? Sorry, I'm not familiar with how her, sorry. Not trying to offend nobody. But do you think that actually hurt your game more by, you know, letting her slip into the finals and doing a little bit more to take her out to better your chances now that you're here and sitting here?
Well, on one hand, Lilith was good for my game because we built such a good connection in Heroes versus Villains and then this season. And Lilith told me that if she was to win cardio, she wasn't going to put me up. And she said during last night that she could not put me up. And so that was what's good for my game. But it also would be bad for me if I were to take her to the end because, you know, a previous winner making it to the end, like, that's impressive. Like, there's no way I would have been able to do that. So if I was a winner. So I wanted to have the opportunity to take her out, but unfortunately, that never came into fruition.
Cool. Thanks for your questions and answers.
Thank you, Marcus.
All right, we're gonna move to Kat.
I just wanted to say congratulations to you three on making it so far. It's gonna be exciting. Okay, now for my question. Kalani, I know you said that you were loyal to you, yourself, and you, but who is your closest ally other than yourself?
My closest ally other than myself is my old team captain, Marvin. This is like my saying. My closest ally is going to be my closest enemy. I don't know how to say the word in the game. Me choosing Marvin was going to shield me further into this game because I knew Marvin was a threat and people would be coming after him. So I just kind of hid behind him. But Marvin was my closest ally in this game.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm done, by the way.
All right, Rox. Anemone. I love you, Kalani.
Hello, besties. How are you?
Hey, Rox.
Hey, Kalani, baby. So I don't have very many questions. I am very shocked about the final. Do you know how I'm gonna vote? It is still up for grabs, but I want to congratulate all three of you for making it as far as you did. And you guys did play an awesome game as always. You guys are iconic, and I love all three of you.
All right, then we will move Rox, Mike.
Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Just want to say congrats on making it to the end. Obviously, all of us ghosts would love to be there as well, but obviously that doesn't happen. And only one person can win this game. I don't really have any questions. I will say that it was a pleasure getting to know all of you. It was, a little bit quiet on my end, being a person that knew absolutely no one coming to this game, minus one person. But congrats on getting to the end. I look forward to hearing your final speeches. I don't really have any questions because I was around for most of the game. And I'll tell you that now, my vote's kind of up in the air too. So I'll be listening to those final speeches, and congrats, and I'm done.
All right, Galen, it is your turn.
First, oops, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, first let me start off by saying that I hope all three finalists burn in hell. Y'all know I mean that with love.
Lilith is already there.
Looks around. So I do have individual questions. First, I'm going to start with Tristan. Tristan, me and you were in an alliance together that lasted all the way until the end of the season. Why should I vote you perhaps over, say, Lilith, who was also in the alliance?
I feel that you should over the other two because, this season being rookies versus vets, for most of us vets, this season was about redemption, which I mentioned earlier. A lot of us were seeking redemption, although, and of course, some of us were not, like Marvin and Lilith, because they've already won, and SP. But I feel like I should win because despite my target that I possibly could have put on myself after my first cardio comp, where when Rox and I were both cardiologists, Rox put up somebody from my team, and I decided to put up someone from her team, even though I've heard Josh saying, don't do it. But I still did it because I was loyal to my team and I wasn't going to let Jill go, even if she wasn't active. So despite that target I possibly had on my back, and also me nearly missing out on the wheel this time, I feel like I have really redeemed myself by making it this far, and I would deeply appreciate your vote.
All right.
You're on
Marvin,
mute.
we're going to come back to you.
Galen, you're on mute.
Yeah, I wasn't done.
Remember, it's one question at a time. We will come back to you.
Hey, Sean, just let Galen do the 2 questions. I mean, the other 2 jurors didn't ask questions; they just said statements.
This is true. I'll let it pass.
I'll make it very quick. Kalani, from the beginning of this competition, I said I was not going to ever put you up or vote you out, and I kept true to my word on that. But considering I was in alliance with the other 2, why should I vote you over them?
I feel like you should vote me over them because I was the underdog of the season. I won comps when I needed to. I was very underrated. I was barely nominated. I was like one of the last people to ever be nominated in this game. I feel like my name was out there, but it wasn't out there enough for me to hear it back. And I feel like you should vote me because I feel like I played a very well-rounded game with comps, social, receiving information, and strategic. I think 3 weeks ahead in every week.
And then that bitch Lilith. So you were one of the people I was the closest with at the beginning of the season, other than Marvin. So I have seen your gameplay throughout this whole season. But if we were not on, ignoring the fact that we were that close, why should I vote? Why should my vote go towards you versus them?
Are you talking about from a personal, our connection wise?
A little bit, but it's more of gameplay wise, because obviously connection wise would have more.
Okay. So yeah, in this game, immediately whenever I was auto nom, I would have went home. So I had to literally change. I wanted to come in this game with I want to be literally villainous. I was ready to piss everybody off. I immediately had to change what I was wanting to do. And that's a little bit hard for me because I like to, piss people off. So I had to immediately change that. I had to lay low. I won comps when I needed to. I let my allies win, cardiologists when that needed to. Keep in mind, obviously when there was a comp that I was trying to win, and if I didn't win, you adapt to that. But the first, that next round, I didn't want to win cardiologists. I needed to lay low, but I needed to win Lifeline, which I did. And then I needed to lay low for a little while. I needed to work on connections. I knew I needed to connect with Josh, or else my ass was about to get out of this game. I feel like that I made the moves when I needed to make them. The round where Josh went, where I took Josh out, I took advantage of Kat transferring all those idols. So when they got transferred, I had a literally open play to play mine and get Josh out. And Josh had won 7 comps, I believe. So he was a huge threat. But I literally navigated this game where my threat level was down so much that nobody realized that I had won 6 comps. Nobody realized that I was the threat besides that first round. And then after that, my connections is what got me through this game. And so, I fully thank my alliances. I fully know that a lot of my game was social and then strategic, but those are kind of cohesive too. But had I not been able to do that and keep my threat level down, I wouldn't be here. Had it not been for my connections, I wouldn't be here. Even reaching out to people who I knew probably didn't really want to talk to me, I still did that. And then I got here. And I did that enough that a previous winner is standing here.
That's it.
I hope that helps.
All right, Marvin.
So I had a couple things to touch up on that Kalani and Tristan had said earlier. Kalani had mentioned that she says that I was the person that she was most loyal to because obviously it's someone, I was her enemy per se. And because I was a shield, because I was a target and I was a threat. But if that's the case, then why is it that nobody ever wanted to put me up as a patient and people were constantly wanting to put you up as a patient? That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around, because from my perspective and the people that I was working with, I was never a target. The only person who ever wanted to target me was Josh. And that's what Josh did at the beginning of the game. Besides that, it was never me. It was always you, Kalani. No matter how close you and I were, it was always you because of your relationship with Josh. And as for Tristan, you said this season was about redemption. And you said that I didn't have any way to redeem myself whatsoever. And that's complete bullshit because yes, I may be a 2-time winner, but those were minis. When it comes to redemption for me, it comes to the actual org itself because I have yet to actually win the org. Yes, I have made it far every single time, but every single time I come back to be able to redeem myself and I play the game differently all the time. And when you were saying that you were scared of putting this target on your back by keeping Jill safe and all this and that, that is complete bullshit because again, I was the one who was pressuring you to put up someone up from Josh's team when you didn't want to. That target didn't go on you. That target went on me. Clearly, since I was the one that got dragged out with Josh's revive power. So another thing that I did want to do, can Tristan come on camera or no? Or is Tristan at work?
I think he's at work.
Sorry, I didn't.
But I was muted. I believe he's at work.
Okay, I'll just ask this question right now and then, yeah. So this question is for all three of you. I want you guys to tell me without saying the words like me, myself, and I or my, why the others should not win over you.
Don't be scared to jump first.
Kalani, since you're unmuted, you can go first.
Okay. Well, I feel like Tristan shouldn't win over me. Well, you said shouldn't, right?
Yes, without using the words me, I, myself, or my.
I feel like Tristan shouldn't win over. Can't say that word because you don't want me to. But I feel like he shouldn't win because I feel like he hasn't really done nothing in this game but like have his like pre-made relationships with people coming into this game from other seasons. Literally, like, I just don't know how to explain it, but like, you know what I mean? Barely winning the competition. I feel like he just kind of floated his way through the season. I feel like Lilith shouldn't win because I feel like they relied it. I don't know how to like real. I feel like they relied on people too, with their pre relationships, but also Lilith did have threats on like people coming after them on the first week and all that. So I feel like Lilith should not win over me. That's all. I suck at speeches.
All right, I'll go. Tristan did not take advantage of social aspect of this game, which is a huge aspect of this game. I feel like, or Kalani, sorry, omit that one word I just said. Kalani played basically round by round, and I think a lot of her game was just kind of by coincidence, and other people versus her own moves in this game. And then there's also the aspect of bringing up, she said it herself, that she couldn't depend on anyone. There were no apparent social connections, I guess, or if they were fake. And she said that herself.
Can I add on to that? Marvin, is it okay if I add on to that?
Sure.
Okay, one thing, no one influenced my decisions on every week. I nominated people of the connections we had or what's best for my game individually, and it worked because everyone I've nominated, if the only person that wanted cardiologist that I've nominated was Mike, do they ever nominate me? No. I built connections as we went. I'm telling, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm just basically saying no one influenced me.
Okay. Tristan.
Lilith should not win this game due to the simple fact that she even said herself that she has pissed a lot of people off. While this person here really didn't game wise, except for probably the fact that this guy here is sitting in the end despite not making any like strategic moves. And Kalani should not win because, to be completely honest, the only shot that Kalani had was when she did what she did after the final comp. The rest of the time, honestly, didn't really see that much. So, that's what I think.
Okay.
This guy should not really be talking. Very aware of that.
What? Did anyone hear what Tristan just said in that last part? Okay. Well, I guess I was going to do this with all three of you on camera, but Tristan's at work. But I guess I'll just do it with Kalani and Lilith. If you guys can grab something and cover your eyes for me, please.
Why did I know you were doing this?
Oh, this is my favorite.
Not Marvin getting them again.
I'm using a
Hi, Marvin.
bra.
Hi, is that a pair of underwear?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's a sports bra.
Oh,
Just so we're clear, I'm pausing time until they're both ready for this.
yeah. That's
I'm just
fine.
gonna like do like this.
Yeah, that's fine. Tristan, can you do this? All right, can you like just close your eyes or something? All right, raise your hand if you think you played a better game than Marcus. Amy. Kat. Rocks. Mike. Galen. And myself. Okay. I will say one last thing. Confidence is key. That's all I got to say for you guys. Good luck in your final speeches.
All right.
Love you, Marvin.
We are going to hit Amy really fast. Amy, please, if you have any questions, ask one question to one finalist at a time. If you don't have any questions, just say you don't have any.
Hey y'all, congratulations on making Final 3 first off. Obviously I was really busy this season in outside life that we were not expecting. So my biggest thing for all three of you, it's just one question, is what was your biggest move?
I guess I'll go first. My biggest move in this game was probably getting out Marvin and Galen. I knew if I didn't take out Marvin, he was going to win over me, and I feel like Galen would too. Just because like their social game, their strategic game, and the comps they won, that's a very good, well-rounded game. And I'd rather take a 50-50-50 chance. I don't know how y'all are gonna vote, but that's how I see it, 50-50-50.
Mine was taking out Josh, who, when he left the game, was about halfway through the game, already winning 7 comps who was a huge comp threat, was after my allies, was after myself, even though we both kind of played into it like we weren't after each other, but we were. So not only taking out the person who would probably win this game, would have kept winning comp, and we all literally would have been out of this game one by one. So, and I also protected my allies and myself.
Tristan.
Well, this question is honestly hard for me to answer because, like I said before, there were moves that I wanted to make, which would have been amazing moves, but Kalani was the one who beat me to it. So, I mean, I'd rather be honest with this answer instead of trying to come up with some bull crap answer, like saying, "Oh, I did this," but really it was someone else who did it. So, I'd rather be humble than be a bull crap liar. So.
All right, good luck, y'all.
Thank you, Amy.
Thanks, Amy.
I forgot
All right.
about the final speeches. I was about to ask if we can vote.
Hold on. Does anyone else have any other questions? If so, please say aye in the chat. Do not come on camera. Say aye in chat.
Rock says aye.
Christian, your spec. Kat, anyone else? Rocks, okay. Kat, we'll start with you. Anyone else, if you have a question, say so now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay, so we'll go Kat, Rocks, Galen. Kat, go ahead.
Okay. My question is for Lilith.
Oh my gosh, you still have it?
That's a new one. I lost my other one.
Okay.
And that is just simply, why were you targeting me the whole game?
No, I really wasn't targeting. When we talked, that whole thing was true. I wasn't trying to get you out. I was trying to backdoor Robbie that round. And then when we talked, we made that up. You did the same thing to me, and it was fun and silly, and I loved it. I was not. From that point on, I really felt like we had a connection, and we had that. It hardly ever happens in games where two people who are normally like against each other or would have been against each other work together and confuse the shit out of everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I really wanted that in this game. When you went out, it was just kind of unfortunate. You were literally just like a victim to that double. And that's all it was.
Okay, I was totally just came up with a question last minute because I wanted to show you that picture. Anyways, thank you.
All right. And then we'll go to Rocks.
So I actually just thought of this because all of you said you don't have any allies and didn't have any connections. So I want you to rate every jury member that is in here from your closest ally to your farthest one.
Who all's in here? Is everybody here?
Yeah.
All we have
Okay.
6.
One.
I think everyone's.
All but
We
one
have
jury
6.
here.
Is that how many we have? Oh, there we go.
Marcus, Amy,
One,
Kat,
two,
Rocks, Mike,
I
Galen,
guess-
Marvin. Those are the people here.
Oh, and
Okay,
Amy.
I guess I'll start ranking.
All I want to say is
number one.
boom,
Hold on,
boom,
Kalani. Kalani, Rock said
Huh.
write it down.
Huh?
Girl, where's the pen? I don't have a pen.
Write it down.
You could just send me your list and then say it if you don't have
Or
like.
just type it
Here, I-
in.
Just type it in the everyone chat.
Or yeah, you can do that too.
Roxy, you said everyone said that they didn't have connections. I do want to clear that up. Like I was heavy in my opening speech of having connections and having those alliances and stuff.
I heard about that, and and I did make a comment on that in the chat. You mentioned everybody but me, so that's why I was just like, okay.
In what now?
In your opening chat.
Oh, because no, let's talk about one-on-ones, like strategizing, people that actively strategize with me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it my turn now?
Oh no, they're still right in there.
Okay,
They
I'm
haven't
sending
even
it.
answered yet.
I need 2 more answers.
Marvin, Rox, Galen, Kat, Amy, Marcus for Kalani.
You totally skipped Mike there between.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Marvin. Love you. Marvin, Rox, Mike, Galen, Kat, Amy, Marcus for Kalani. You can read. I don't know why I read it for you. Never mind.
We love you, Sean. It's okay.
I wonder how many of you I'm going to make cry tonight.
Everybody.
There's like
I'll
2
do it on my
videos that
own.
are really
Bestie,
sad.
I'm so used to you. You can't make me cry.
I made you, bitch! You cried when Lilith won their first season. And that video is going to show tonight. Just so you know. Everyone here is going to see you crying, Bill.
You're that's sour.
Who am
I didn't tell you to cry. It's okay.
Oh.
Tonight's Waterworks. 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 Waterworks.
Work for me. I still love Kalani. It's okay.
All right.
Tristan, are you there?
I'm ready, and I want a cigarette too.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Lilith, I think you could send yours.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can send it in the chat.
Oh, I
They-
just wrote it down.
Okay, that works. Let me see.
Yeah, these
Or
are
tell
my
me.
order of connections, which I think that's what you asked. So highest to lowest: Marvin, Galen, Mike, Kat, Rox, Marcus, Amy.
Wow.
Tristan?
Not me green pop it to list.
So you
You're
want me
at
to like
work, you
look a
can just
list of
say 'em.
connections that I had?
Yeah, you're closest to your furthest.
Adele, no.
You can type it or you can say whatever works best for you. I know you're at work.
I'm typing it right now.
Okay.
Just trying to remember everyone that I had a connection with.
No,
To be
no.
honest.
Tristan, she's asking about the jurors. You
Yeah,
see
just
that
the
list
jury.
that
The
Kalani
jurors that are
sent?
present.
Oh,
That list that Kalani sent and the one that I sent, those are all the jurors that are here.
oh shit.
Yeah, it's just the jury.
There's
Y'all,
the
I'm
list
trying
again.
to get like get my nerves like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Okay, while
On.
Tristan is writing out their list to send, Galen, I'm going to call you up to go ahead and ask your question
Yeah.
because there's about a minute left.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So just because this one's going to be a short, simple answer, I want you to name one of the finalists you think should not be here.
Do we say it out loud?
Yes.
Say it out
Tristan.
loud and why.
Tristan, because I feel like they haven't done nothing. Lilith, you're on mute.
Lilith, you're muted.
Haha, funny. I will agree, Tristan, as well. The social aspect is huge. That didn't happen. I also feel like Tristan just kind of coasted through this game.
Ouch.
Sorry, I love you.
Well, I'm gonna say Lilith because she's already won. So
They.
Now for
and
Lilith,
I didn't coast.
he's fine.
I knew I expected to be humiliated tonight. So
All right, well, everyone has asked at least one question and the time has ended. Well, not everyone asked a question, but we won't talk about that. And we don't talk about Bruno or the death of Impulse. Anyways, cute. 4 final speeches. You will have 15 minutes. You don't have to use the whole 15 as we've stated. But the order was predetermined as well. And Tristan, you are up first, buddy.
Wait, don't they get to do their list? I had to do mine.
They did. They're in the chat.
Oh, my bad. I'm just crazy. It's fine.
All right, Tristan, whenever you're ready, please let me know so I can start your time.
All right. So this is technically the third time I played anything Impulse related. The first time was not even the actual org. I played Impulse Survivor, made it to the end of that, only got one jury vote, which, Nikki, I love you for that. Then I came into actual Impulse, Heroes versus Villains, where I got rocked out to Final 8 with a water idol in my pocket. And this entire season, I didn't have any idols, any advantages, none of that. And I still made it to the end. I've won one cardio comp, and I've won, I believe, 2 lifeline competitions. And so, safe to say, throughout my Impulse journey, I have never been voted out. I mean, in Impulse Survivor, someone used a power to get me out, but that same night I won a battle back and made it all the way to the end. And this entire season, I don't think I've been nominated as a patient one time. And well, last season I was one time during the triple. But the fact that I have never been voted out ever in the history of Impulse, I would say that's pretty damn impressive. And if that's how I end my Impulse journey, so be it. I mean, I personally don't think that I necessarily coasted, but I mean, it's just my word against everyone else's. I came in here knowing that I wasn't gonna win. Like, I think I know who is gonna win, and it's gonna be the person who made basically the same move that someone made in Impulse Survivor, which got them the win. I would prefer for my Impulse journey to end with your votes, but regardless of how the vote goes, I'm very happy with the game that I played, and I'm really extremely proud of Lilith, being a winner and making it to the end once again. And I am especially proud of Kalani because she said that she's also improved her previous placement of being in 9th place to making it to the top 3, which beats my 8th place previous finish. So honestly, no matter who wins, whether it's me, whether it's Kalani, or whether it's Lilith, I'll be happy because this has been an amazing journey. I love all of you guys, and I would love to play more orcs with you guys in the future. Thank you, guys.
I was just thinking when Tristan said no matter who wins, he'd be happy. But I think Leanne might show up and decide to play her transfusion idol on Kalani and move all of Kalani's votes onto Mar. More on that later. Anyways, Lilith, you are up next for final speech. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh shit! I thought we were going in reverse order. I came outside to smoke.
No, we are not. No.
Ah! Hang on.
It's okay. Finish your cigarette. Get those nerves under control.
Do I have time, or can Kalani go?
Kalani, are you okay with going next?
I mean, sure, why not?
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I just want to start off saying thank you again, Sean, Scarlett, and Casey. Were an amazing season. I had so much fun. I just wanted to let you all know that I did improve. I played very good socially, strategically, waved out all my moves like through my head. Some things I've done in this game, I took out the biggest threats in this competition, Marvin and Galen. I feel like if I didn't take them out, I wouldn't be sitting here and having some shot. Another thing that I feel like I like that kind of looks good on me is that Mike used his transfusion idol on me to get all the votes off me and put them on Galen. That this was planned after the double eviction where Kat and Rox went out on the double. And it just shows this, it just says, I don't know how to explain it, but it shows that Mike was risking his game for me, and that shows my connection with him. I feel like I've played a good team player. After when Marvin left, I stepped up and our team went good. We were trying to get redemption for Marvin. I feel like I played like in the middle. I'm not gonna even lie. When Lilith and Rox was having their issues, I couldn't pick one. I was playing middle, and I feel like they knew it, but I'm not too sure that's what they see. Let me go to my notes right quick. I won a total of 4 competitions. That's 4 more than I've ever won. This season, I kept more information to myself. And I feel like I played very under the radar and made decisions that was best for me. And that's all I gotta say.
And Lilith.
All right, I am back.
Are you ready?
Yup. All right. You can start my time. In this game, I had to pace myself. I had to keep myself protected by forming connections, and tight bonds. I also had to know when to go hard on comps and when to totally be fine with not winning cardiologists. There were times where I needed to allow allies to kind of take control and to possibly get cardiologists, but go hard to win lifeline to keep myself protected. I especially had to know when to fight hard to win lifeline when someone who won cardiologist most likely wanted to go ahead and get my ass out of this game. My game started day 1 when we got in those chats, okay? I began reaching out to players immediately. Mike was also one who seemed active in staying social because he actually reached out to me immediately. He didn't even give me time, like he was boom there in my inbox. I also made sure to be all over that idol board, obtaining a total of 4 idols. I knew right away that my tactic would be to not use my idols unless I absolutely had to, or to pull off a big move. Then I started analyzing which players were huge threats to my game, which players I could work tight with, and which players I needed to keep close to me. And it sucks to say, but the reality is that there's also sometimes pre-existing bonds and relationships who I knew wouldn't really want to work tightly with me, but I still attempted. I believe org games, especially this one with literally like 50,000 crazy advantages and disadvantages, which I had my fun share of those too, especially being an auto nom round 1. They're about prioritizing a game consisting of social, physical, and strategic aspects to gameplay. For me, my game was heavy in social, then strategic, and finally physical. I do believe with social though, like those kind of work hand in hand with strategy. It plays into strategic, which as well, because you have to work tightly with your allies to make sure you get to the next round. I needed to also provide agency to my game. I needed to make sure that I was the one that others felt that they could come to with information, but also give information in return whenever it was needed. So that players felt that they could trust me. I wanted players to feel that they wanted to go to the end with me, which I feel like I did that because honestly, I was offered 4 final 2s in this game. And then kind of like a given situation with Marvin, I'm not gonna lie about that. Then it was time for the game to officially start, finally. Round 1, I was auto 3rd nom. But before that, we found out that there was a twist. The previous winners would be coaches, and we'd get to pick our team. My team consisted of Mike, Marcus, Leanne, and Galen, known as Big Dick Energy. Yes. We started off the game with Captain's Roundtable, which I was able to obtain that and give my team an advantage. I knew that this would be a great way to help my team and to get them closer with me. Kalani had put Mike up on the block, and I was an auto nom, so this wasn't a good thing at all. during the hero comp, Mike and I worked close together. I told him I had a plan. So it came down to me and Mike in that comp, and I told Mike to go ahead and take me out. So then Mike was safe. I immediately messaged the host, and I transferred my visiting idol to Mike, and he played it on me. Mike trusted me enough to not question it. And then Mike became a huge aspect to my game for quite a while socially. In the vote count, it was clear that people wanted me out. With 6 votes nullified. I would have went home. In round 2, I knew I needed to win Lifeline and kind of maybe not win cardio because I needed to kind of lay low. I managed to win Lifeline, securing my safety that round. Unfortunately, that round, Marvin went home. So that was a huge hit to my game. Round 3, I knew I needed to stay good with Josh because he was a comp threat, huge comp threat. And I kind of felt like if he was after Marvin, he was going to be after me. So I worked on that. I adapted my game and my tactics socially. Round 3 was a double. I felt that I had managed my social connections enough to lay low this round and keep my hands clean. A huge threat, I felt, SP left the game because Kat was being silly and literally idled his ally or their ally out of the game. Round 4, I went cardiologist with Josh. This round, I wanted to pull off a backdoor plan because I had heard that Robbie was really pushing to get me out of this game. Kat did not know this prior, but I had put up Kat. So I knew that was kind of a shock there. I knew that Kat was close with Josh, and I knew that Josh had an idol and more than likely would play that idol. I also had a backup plan to possibly play an idol on Kat if Josh did not play his. Josh played his, Kat came down. Then I got to make a move and backdoor Robbie. And also by doing that, I got to flush Josh's idol out of the game. Round 5, I made sure to talk with Kat and explain why I had put them up. I decided to work together, and we kind of laughed how it would be funny if everyone thought we hated each other and we worked together, and no one would really suspect it. I won Lifeline with Marvin, and it was clear that round that Kat wanted Mike out, which kind of wasn't going to work for me. Mike was on the block. The round reset, so kind of good, kind of bad, I guess. So then Leanne, let's see, puts up Leanne and Kat. Kat being, oh no, I got put up. Sorry. Kat put me and Leanne up because Kat was going to be silly and basically do the same thing I did to them. But Kat won hero and surprised everyone, saved me. Then I think Kat tried to backdoor Mike there. Luckily, Mike used an agency idol. Mike wasn't even there, but I did stay in full contact with Mike that whole round. Anything that was happening in the game, I was boom, boom, boom in the chat, letting him know up until time to vote. So Mike played that idol. Mike, if you had not played that idol, I was more than prepared to play mine. All right, and then round 6, I was having a few issues comp-wise that day, but I had great allies who won cardiologist. So no Lifeline that round, by the way. With Josh not being on the Zoom half the round, I took this as my open shot to go ahead and get Josh out. So I decided to take the comp king Josh out of the game. I did this by taking advantage of Kat transferring all the idols to Amy, or all the votes to Amy, sorry. So then I transferred all those votes to Josh, sending him out of the game and saving Amy. Round 7 was the roast the host, a comp that I love. I won that in my season as well. So I won this one, was cardiologist. There was only one cardiologist and one Lifeline starting this round. I unfortunately had to prioritize my connections at this point, and Amy and Leanne were basically kind of no longer talking to me socially. So I had to go ahead and put them up, unfortunately. I also knew that Leanne had idols. I was curious if she was going to play them, and she did. So I was going to try to go ahead and take a shot at Rocks. It failed. I admit that, and sadly, Amy went home, and which is not what I wanted at all. Round 8 brought us to literally a sis, close your ears, shit show of idols. I had really worked on speaking with my allies of how Rox was a threat to this game because she is. Anything that involves cups, like Rox, you literally rock that, pun intended. I knew my personal game, I knew for my personal game, she probably wanted me out. So the goal of that round was to go for Rox. Also, Kat, I think you just kind of fell victim to that being a double round, unfortunately. So, and Leanne, you just weren't going home that round. After Insane Powers, Leanne stayed, Rox and Kat went home. Even though they went home, this was a huge accomplishment to my alliance because it shifted the whole game to where we pretty much had control from that point on. And then round 9 brought us to the final night. I could tell at this point, Mike was starting to maybe get closer with Kalani and Leanne, and possibly Tristan. I had suspected that Mike maybe, and I still don't know this, maybe have been the mystery vote to save Rox that last round. I won cardio and had my main allies there in the end with full control of the game. So I unfortunately had to put up Mike and Leanne. Mike won hero. So then I was left with another dilemma, putting up an ally. Even though I guess I really wasn't an ally in Kalani's eyes, but for me, you were. Kalani went up, several idols were played, but Galen and I had talked about that it would be bad if too many idols were played because then it would go to a wheel or other people in our alliance would have possibly been put up and went home. So the better of that is kind of a wheel. So we let it go to a wheel. And so I'm sorry, my cat's meowing in the background. So it was between Mike and Tristan, and that's where Mike left. Round 10, Marvin, Galen, and myself, we had strategized that round where Marvin would purposely put Galen and myself up.
1 minute remains.
Okay. And then we decided to keep the knobs the same so that I could use my agency idol to save Galen and myself and to assure that we would stay. I'm going to skip that part. I believe I played a great, cohesive, well-rounded game full of moves to protect myself and my allies as much as I could. And then most importantly, project myself to the end. It's up to y'all to decide who wins this game. But I can confidently say that I backed up my gameplay and I've given you gameplay to consider. So the last thing I will say is big dick energy forever. Thank you.
All right. My time to shine now, real fast. All right. After 24 powers, 11 alliances, 40 comps, and 119 votes cast total, it is officially time to cast your final votes. Marcus, please cast your vote for a winner and PMs to me on Zoom. Nickelodeon. Marvin, shut up. Stop spoiling shit, damn it. And PMs.
Well, it was just
Good
sent
luck.
to you. It was just sent to you.
I know,
Wait,
bitch.
we're
Good luck,
voting in
Woodland.
PMs
Good
right
luck,
now?
Tristan.
Do not vote until I
love
call your
y'all.
name. We are waiting on Marcus.
Okay,
Good
thanks for
luck to the other
clarifying.
two. Love y'all.
Amy, please cast your vote.
Love you.
Amy, Amy, May Grace. Cat, please cast your vote. Rocks. Mike. Galen. And Marvin. All right, I have the votes. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't sob like a little bitch. Don't sob like a little. Before I reveal the vote,
Don't cry.
yeah, I'm just gonna
If
Yellow.
anyone has a hidden immunity, idol, and or
If
advantage.
anyone can see my screen, please let me know.
Yes, it just went away.
I'd like to play my idol and shut down this whole game.
All right, I'm going to request that everyone remain silent through the duration of this video. No comments, no nothing. Please just watch. Thank you.
Share your audio, Sean.
Yeah, there's no audio, Sean.
Yeah,
You
there's
have
no
to start
audio.
it over.
Good luck, y'all. Y'all look awesome.
Luck, Maddie. Good luck, Zach. Love you both so much.
Love you both. Honestly, I'm just like a nervous wreck. Oh,
Now read the votes. Gianna has voted for Vinny to win top tier.
period.
Nikita has voted for Maddie to win top tier. Jeffy has voted for Vinny to win top tier. Mad Dog has voted for Maddie to win top tier. That is 2 votes Vinny, 2 votes Maddie, 0 votes Zach. Good luck. Casey has voted Zach to win top tier. Faith has voted Maddie to win top tier. Jenny has voted, and the winner of Top Tier Season 2 Invasion of the Arcade, Maddie, you have won. Congrats.
Oh my god. Oh.
Alrighty, y'all. Let me die really fast. For the final time this season, I will read the votes. This time you want to see your name, I will read the vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will be crowned the next king or queen of top tier. Angie has casted her vote for Raven to win. Josh has casted his vote for Miles to win. Adrian has casted his vote for Christian to win. That is 1 vote each. 1 vote Miles, 1 vote Raven, 1 vote Christian. Jeffy has casted his vote for Raven to win. Ariel has casted her vote for Miles to win. That's 2 votes Raven, 2 votes Miles, 1 vote Christian. Darcy has casted her vote for Raven to win. Final vote, Gabby has casted her vote for. And the winner of Top Tier Season 3 Outer Space, congratulations! Yeah. Woo!
Good job, Raven.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it really fast, Raven, that final speech.
Can I kick it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed.
I have the votes. For the final time this season, I will read the votes. This time, you want to see your name written down. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the winner of top tier will be crowned. Bob has casted his vote for Kylie to win. Caleb has casted his vote for George to win. Steve has casted his vote for Paige to win. That's 1 vote Kylie, 1 vote George, 1 vote Paige. Raymond has casted his vote for Kylie to win. Jenny has casted her vote for George to win. Megan has casted her vote for Paige to win. That's 2 votes Kylie, 2 votes George, 2 votes Paige, 3 votes Ryan. Eduardo casted his vote for Kylie to win. Luis has casted his vote for Paige to win. And there is one vote left. Joe has casted his vote for. And the next winner of Top Tier, Season 4, Camp Days. Congratulations, Kylie!
Thank y'all.
For Josh to win. Esme has casted her vote for. And the winner of Impulse Season 6. Whew. Congratulations, Josh. You are Season 5.
Might run against the test, but those that triumph embrace the fight, 'cause the fears that prove that courage exists. Come on, now let the night come.
Has casted his vote for Brendan to win. Sean R has casted his vote for AJ to win. Hart has casted his vote for Brendan to win. That's 3 votes AJ, 3 votes Brendan, 1 vote Ashley, 4 votes left. Vega has voted for AJ to win. Christian has voted for, and the winner of Impulse Season 6 Disney Takeover. Congratulations, AJ. You have officially won. And with that, Jamie, Nick had also. But congratulations, Sean.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end.
3,
but I know
2, 1.
They tell me I'm too young to understand.
Congrats to our first
They say I'm caught up in a
two-time
dream.
Emmy winner, Marvin. You have won.
Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me. So wake me
None of you do, but I surely do. I have the votes. Once the votes are revealed, the person with the most votes will be the next and lead cardiologist of this season. Good luck, Lilith. Good luck, LJ. Good luck, Marvin. By a very, very close vote of 3 to 2 to 0. Lilith, congratulations. You are the next winner of Impulse. Vote is revealed. The decision is absolutely, positively sealed and signed. The person with the most votes will not be flatlined, but will be crowned the lead cardiologist of Impulse. By a vote of 4 to 1 to 1. Congratulations. Missy, you have won the season.
I have 2 hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young. Not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was.
For the final time in Impulse history, I will officially reveal the final vote. Once the vote is once the vote is read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will be the next and final lead cardiologist of Impulse. All right, y'all. Everyone, if you would like, you can now come on camera. By a damn good vote, just like Kyrie. And a vote of 4 to 2 to 1. I am so pleased and honored to say Philip, you are our first 2-time and only 2-time winner of Impulse. Congratulations.
Congrats, Lilith.
Congrats.
Oh, thank y'all.
Woman.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations.
Now in the Winners Club, Lilith.
And this is why I don't play with
She
this
ain't
woman.
joining that shit. They've been there. They've been there. They stay in there. All right. Woo. Okay. Let me take a deep breath. Let me gather myself. Too much waterworks. I told you it was gonna happen. I'll be right.
This woman stabs me in the back every time we play together.
Lilith is in the Winners Club with me.
Drew's
Welcome
going
to-
to do it.
I honestly
Lily tries
thought
to
that
stab me in
Kalani
the
was
back
gonna
every
win.
time.
Exactly right.
So,
Exactly.
Before I get to the awards, Marcus
I do
voted
it
for
to her
Lilith.
too, Lilith.
Amy voted for Lilith.
I do it to her.
Kat voted for Kalani. Rox voted for Tristan. Mike voted for Tristan. Galen voted Lilith. And Marvin voted Lilith. Holy shit. Holy
Wait,
shit.
I got second?
Holy shit.
Wow.
You did.
Did.
Tristan is the farthest you've made an
I
Impulse.
thought I was gonna get third with 0 votes.
You're welcome,
Wait,
Tristan.
Lonnie, I tried.
Thank you
All right,
guys.
so we do have so many awards to give out for this season. I'm going to try to keep my composure. After the awards, I am going to do my classic exit. I'm going to say what I usually say. Do not leave this Zoom because my goodbye is not the final goodbye. There's one last video we're going to show tonight. And yeah, so let's get into awards. I think most of you that played this season that are here got some kind of an award, whether it's bad or good. So yeah, let's get into it, I guess. Get into it, yeah. 1 second, there we go, that's better. Okay. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. When y'all can see the screen, please holler at me and let me know.
We
Hello.
can see it.
What's
All
up?
right, Impulse Season 10 awards. Obviously me, Casey, and Scarlett were the only hosts this season. Thank both of you. I love you both. You're amazing. All right, let's do the awards. The first award tonight is going to be Production Member of the Season. I think it goes without saying. Through every season of Impulse, we've had one person by our side other than Casey, obviously, with that person being Scarlett. Scarlett has fought so hard for this game, has always been there for us, supported us, and helped us in everything we do with this game. This game is honestly our 3 babies. I don't think any of us would be where we are right now if it wasn't for us 3. Damn. Anyways, before I start bawling my eyes out, let me move on to the second award. Host fantasy team winner. Typically we do what's it called? We usually draft and we do predictions. This season we did a draft. And I had the most points. Holler at you. Josh, Mike, Kat, Kalani, Gavin, Jill, and SP. Especially to my boy Mike. Thank you for getting the most points for our team. Love you so much. So we won. The next award, because we don't want to talk about hosts too much, is the best alliance name. And honestly, it is the most fitting name for my game. It is the Serpent Society featuring Marvin, Galen, Lilith, Mike, and Tristan. And then, not are they done yet, but for Best Strategic Alliance, the Serpent Society also takes that award home. Very strong alliance, very good alliance. I'm proud of all of you. All right, the next award, I'm trying not to drag this out any longer than we have to, but there are going to be awards I have to talk about, so let's get to it. Most underrated player of the season, Kat. So Kat, you came into this game. Season 1, you got first bill. You played this game season 1. Nobody has ever seen it. Only you know that you got first bill, and I'm telling everyone publicly. But Marvin, obviously. But most people don't know about season 1. Kat got first bill. I didn't expect Kat to do as good as they did. And Kat really came into this game and said, I'm here to slay, and I'm here to play this game. And if I don't win, at least I made my mark. The next award is Comp Beast. Lilith, you are officially the Comp Beast of the season with 9 comp wins. Also, Kalani, don't sell yourself short. You had 8 comp wins, not 4. I don't know where you got 4, but you certainly had 8. So that was a low blow to your speech, but it is what it is. The next award, duo of the season, Marvin and Lilith. If they're playing a game together, they're probably going to be working together. I exposed it, sorry. Couldn't help
call us out like that. Shit.
But they're really good friends and their connection is amazing. I'm not going to expose too much, but I know that they have a bond and the bond is really well, and I'm really proud of the game they played together. So congrats, Marvin and Lilith. Let me take a drink because my mouth is dry. Rival of the season. This is such a fake rival, but such a good rival. Kat and Lilith, they were doing dumb shit all game with each other. They were fucking with each other, putting each other up, saving each other, making people go out of the game that they... It was a mess. It was fun, but it was a mess. And obviously, Impulse is all about impulsive decisions because that's what my ass does. So, all right. Next award, Socialist. Nobody gave Kalani credit for being social, and I don't know why. Kalani was honestly super, super social behind the scenes. I don't think Kalani was very social in like team chats and in alliances, but Kalani was honestly social in the background of trying to get moves made. Whether Kalani did get moves made or not, Kalani was always trying to socialize to get moves made. Oh, excuse me. The next award is biggest move. There very well could have been 2 here. I just like, this is really the outlying big move. Lilith playing their transfusion idol on Amy and moving the votes onto Josh, sending Josh out the door. If Josh would have gotten to the end again, even with Lilith, I believe Josh could have won this game again, and Josh would have been the 2-time winner, not Lilith. So I think it was really smart for Lilith to steamroll out of that and get Josh out of the game when they did get Josh out of the game. So very well, Lilith, great job. Of course, with the biggest move comes a dumb move, or a worse move, whatever, same difference. Rocks! 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 What are you doing? Playing a transfusion idol in a double, moving all of the votes of Leanne's votes onto Marvin. Marvin was safe! What the fuck? You couldn't save somebody that was already safe, and I was dumbfounded. I was shook. I was like, what the hell? What the fuck? Whatever.
Shut up, Dick.
I wanted to punch you when you said something to her.
It's okay. Punch me in the titty. It's all right.
All right. Also, another worst move, Kalani. Now, Kalani, you played season 2. and I know I say this to Scarlett all the time. So I'll go ahead and say it to you. Dumb moves lead to what, Kalani?
Dumb losses.
Why didn't you take out Marvin and Lilith? Why did you take out Galen? You had a better shot beating Galen than you did Lilith.
I will fight you.
That's the funny thing, because when we were talking while Kalani was submitting her vote, I told the others, I'm like, Tristan, you're going to the final no matter what. It's either Kalani's going to take me and Galen out. No, Galen
you said
and Lilith
be
out,
Marvin
or
you said
me
it's
and
gonna be you
Lilith.
and Lilith, or Lilith and me. So either way, Lilith was going to go out.
And Lilith didn't. And won, because of course. All right, moment of the season. Finale night, Mike, Leanne, Galen, Marvin, Lilith, Kalani, and Tristan. Y'all were so fantastic at finale night. You guys played your hearts out, and you did exactly what I expected. From powers to competing in the final comp, whether you DQ'd or you did perfect. Kalani, adding you on the perfect. But you all fought super hard, and you were all determined to get to the spot that ultimately Kalani, Tristan, and Lilith made it to. So congrats and kudos. All right. The next award is Best Jury Segment. I just filled this out not too long ago, but Marvin rallying all the finalists for a little fun time and then asking the question and popping the cherry of the question was really well, and I loved that jury segment. And of course, with a best jury segment, we have to have a best final speech, and that goes to Lilith. Lilith, you honestly exposed your whole game. You told everyone exactly what you did and how you did it and what you were going to do if something fucked up. You told everything. You let it all out like I told all three of you to do. You didn't lie. You were honest and you were straightforward and you got the point out. And here you are sitting as a two-time winner. Most robbed pre-ghost, SP. There's not much I can say. That's what I feel. And then most robbed player of the season, Mike. Oh, it pains me that Mike didn't make it to the end. I was rooting for Mike. I was like, Mike's got this. Mike's going to take it all the way. Mike's going to win. Mike's going to make it to the end. And then Mike fell short because of idols and a wheel. And we know how we feel about the wheels. I honestly hate them. It's just how you have to.
We don't like the wheel. We don't like the wheel.
That stupid wheel.
Tristan, though. Tristan, at least it wasn't you, right?
Oh!
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Award. Confessional of the season. Only one person released in confessionals. So without further ado, I'll expose Kalani. Thank you for your confessionals, Kalani. They were really interesting, fun, and yeah. Also, another thing about Kalani, tell me why this bitch, the night before finale night, sent us half of her jury speech and then didn't even use any of it. None of it. Period, I guess. Anyways, next award. Sean's favorite. Woo! I think this goes without saying. Mike. We met, I think, like 3 months before this game, if not less. When we met in the president, we really made a really good connection immediately. We saw each other and we started talking. We started getting along. We were really close and we made a really close connection. I knew if I wanted anyone from the president that hadn't already played Impulse to play Impulse, it was going to be you, because I knew you had a strong game and you were very social and you were very comp based and you were really well rounded in the president. So I knew you could be well rounded in Impulse if you could navigate the new game format. And you did it really well and you slayed. You just fell short when a will appeared and said, I'm fucking people over tonight. And that's all it really was. I think you could have made it to the end if it wasn't for that wheel landing on you. But unfortunately, sometimes that's just how the game and cookie crumbles. Casey, come on over. Casey's favorite.
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome, Mike. Love you.
I mean,
Casey, I will let you have the mic real fast. Casey's favorite is?
Kristen.
We can't hear
Yeah,
Casey.
can't hear.
Can't hear Casey.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just scream. It's fine. Tristan, you're my favorite. You moved it.
Okay.
I was really excited to see you play again, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really terrified for you yesterday.
Love you,
And
Casey.
I thought you were gonna go out on a wheel again, and I am really happy to see that you made it to a final and you didn't lose to a wheel this time.
And I accidentally showed it, but Scarlett's favorite. However, Kalani, you made me proud this fucking season, and I was really rooting for you again. If you had been a
Can't hear you, Scarlett.
motherfucker. Okay. Yes, go.
Oh yeah, Scarlett. You were cutting in and out.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, I'm switching over to Casey's. So Kalani, you made me hella fucking proud this game, and I wanted you to get there and get that fucking win, girl. If you had been a little bit more confident in that in your final speeches, even with your decision of bringing Lilith to the end, you could have done it, and I just couldn't be more proud of you. You're almost there. You can get that win. I know you can. Just find the game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Kalani, I'm just gonna say keep your head up. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, so moving right along to the next award. The next award is for overall favorite. Our overall favorite of all three of us, regardless of our personal favorites, is 100% Kalani. If I could have asked for anyone to be in the final, it would have been Kalani. Excuse me, God. I think Kalani deserves a win in Impulse. I think Kalani just simply fell short in her final speech and in her questioning. I think if she could have been more confident and more overpowering and more specific, I think Kalani could have won tonight. But unfortunately, Kalani didn't and fell short. And so, again, Lilith has taken the crown. The next award is for the best under the radar game. Galen, Personally, I don't think anyone knew, other than Galen's allies, where Galen's head was. I don't think people knew who Galen was working with, other than the people that Galen was working with obviously. But the other people that Galen wasn't working with, I don't feel would have known Galen was working with the people Galen was working with. And I think Galen kept it really under wraps and really sealed tight and not let it out. And it was really, really good. So there you go, Galen. You got something.
Wow, me not talking actually leads to something.
Yeah, that's
unfortunately
true,
for Galen, though, I'm sorry you couldn't be my favorite 2 seasons in a row. Sorry about it, but I do love you still. Anyway, all right, the next award is for Hero. So I think Mike was a hero. Mike won a lot of the hero competitions, for a matter of fact, and Mike was always willing to save somebody if it benefited him. And Mike wasn't afraid to be the person, use the hero to their advantage to save somebody that they were close to, even if it meant Mike might possibly go up on the block with the person that might have been up. So I'm really proud of Mike, and I think Mike did really well. So kudos, Mike, and great job being a hero. And next, obviously, is the villain, and I don't think I need to say their name. It is 100% Lilith.
Oh my goodness, Lilith
was very villainous as always. Lilith is a villain character. If you didn't know, which you all do know, Lilith is actually a character. Lilith is truly Jules in their truest form, and Lilith is a really good villainous character. I don't know how to explain it more than Lilith is just a good villain. And they played the villain game, and
yep, they did.
Somehow won. When I'm a villain, I can't win. So maybe I'm just too villainous. But it's okay.
I'm the special one because I don't come out with alters.
And the next award goes to Player of the Season. Don't kill me, everyone. I love you, Lilith. You deserve your win, but I do have to give it to Kalani. In the end, I think Kalani only fell short because Kalani was not confident. Kalani played this game how I expected everyone to play. Kalani was the front runner and wanted to make super good moves. It was just about executing them. And sometimes they were executed, sometimes they weren't. But one thing I know for sure is if anyone deserved their spot in the final three, was obviously Kalani. Kalani truly had to fight to get there, and winning that final competition is literally what sealed Kalani getting to the end. Had she have not won that competition, if anyone else would have won, I think Kalani would have went out the door. It would have been one of the jury members in 5th or 4th. And honestly, I think the only reason Kalani couldn't get the win was because she took Lilith to the end, and she could have taken other people like Galen or Marvin. And I don't necessarily think she would have beat Marvin either. I think she can just overpower Galen's speeches, and I think she would have been able to push her game harder against Galen rather than Lilith, who is very outspoken and up to date with their terms and how to play these games, and knows to take notes on every single situation, and has always had that damn notebook that they're not afraid to write in, and they do
Hell no.
And,
I'm on notebook number 8.
And Lilith doesn't get scared to take all of their notes and to be prepared and to note that they may make it to the end, so they may need that notebook again. And even if Lilith doesn't make it to the end and she don't think she's going to make it to the end, Lilith is still writing in that goddamn notebook just in case they make it to the end. So they have a speech ready and they know what they're going to talk about and they know what happened and they're not fucking it up. And Lilith did that and she won.
I will say I've seen Lilith's notes and Lilith has seen my notebook, and our notes are in depth as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I also would like to say I probably would have outcried Kalani in my finale speech.
If you outcried Kalani in that finale speech, I don't think anybody would have voted for you, Galen.
All right. The next award is for... Oh, none. Forgot. Player of the season is always last. Anyways, thank you. Thank you to everyone in this season. We are so thankful for all the great moments and fun times we had with this cast. You are all amazing in your own ways, and I could not be much happier with this season. It had its highs and its lows, but it was a way to put an end to this game being in the work. Now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I got a couple things I want to say, and then we're going to get to a very emotional video that most of you, well, not most, but some of you are in this video, so you might want to stick around and watch it. Because duh. Anyways, yeah, let me say what I need to say. Again, I want to thank all of you, and I am so proud of Lilith. You all played great games, and here's to a new beginning. Please do not leave the Zoom yet, however. And from outside the Impulse House, I am your host, Julie Chin, without the motherfucking Moonvez. I will now present you all with
I miss you saying that, Sean.
We will now we will now present to you the final goodbye of Impulse. Everyone, again, please remain silent through the duration of this video. Pulling it up now. Okay. And let's get this up like this so I can use it. Full screen, go here. I'll make sure I share my sound this time too. Sorry about that. Share sounds on. Okay, share. Please let me know as soon as you can see my video.
You're good.
Can you see the actual video, Casey? Okay. All right, here we go. Before I play this, thank you all again, and goodbye.
It's funny cause I've always dreamed of me and you. Now here we are, staring at the stars. You just broke my heart, even though you promised you'd never do that from the start. But I guess we can only make it so far, cause time wasn't in our favor. This isn't goodbye, this is simply see you later. Let me know when it's time to come back. Maybe when your life is on track and you don't have to hesitate. Hopefully it isn't too late. Like I feel I'm patient, I'm okay with you making me wait. And as long as you're near, I'll be here, even if it takes 10 years.
Impulse was one of my favorite games I played. It was one of the first games I played. It was actually the first live Zoom game I played. It has opened so many doors, given me so many friends, and I was very lucky to be a part of this journey, and I'm excited to see what's next.
The experience I had in Impulse was fun, crazy, loud, exciting, and there's so much more that is left to be shown. I'm excited to see what the future will behold for the rest of this.
When Sean says that Impulse is unlike anything you've ever experienced before, they mean it. Because I've had to push myself way harder than ever before because of Impulse. In any other org that I've been in, if I was put at the bottom, I was immediately taken out. In Impulse, I was able to survive votes for the first time. And I kept on pushing myself and kept on pushing myself. And when I thought I couldn't do it anymore, I kept on pushing myself. I proved myself wrong time and time again. It's because I couldn't give up on myself. If I would have quit, that would have proved to myself that I can't do it. And I didn't want to prove that to myself. I wanted to show that I could do it. And I didn't win. I didn't. But that's okay, because I made some of the best friends along the way that are still some of my best friends. I've had the experience of a lifetime. I've had a bunch more experiences in the org community, and that's because of Impulse. And I'm forever grateful. Sean, thanks for casting me. You did when you didn't have to. And here's to new beginnings.
So, I'm going to tell you about Impulse. I've played this game twice now. You get two different twists, different comps, and it's so unique. They're fun. Like, you don't know what to expect. You get different idols. The terms are always changing. To switch it up and make it more interesting, and it's fun. Not only that, like the people you meet are great. The hosts are fun. They're entertaining. Everything is different. I find it's like Big Brother with a whole new, brand new twist to it. It's so entertaining, you just want to play more. And like you feel the stress of the game and you feel everything else, like, but they make it enjoyable. They make you laugh. They joke with you. They treat you like friends and everything else. So if you guys want a good game, go play Impulse. And all I gotta say is heroes to a new beginning. Bye guys.
Impulse was one of the best things that I ever played. It was amazing. Sean is so great to work with. I didn't win my first season, but I won my second, and I enjoyed my time the whole time. But here's to a new beginning.
Hey y'all, I really enjoyed my time here at Impulse. I am really proud that I didn't make it as far as I would have liked. Hey, life was fun. Here's to new beginning.
Hey Impulse World, it is your girlfriend Lonnie from Season 2 and currently in Season 10. I just wanted to let you know that Impulse is so iconic, like, the fights, the drama, the dumb idol plays. Like, who wouldn't want to be on Impulse? Like, oh my god. The production team is so good, they treat their players with respect. Mental health comes first to them in these games, and cheers to a new beginning.
Hey guys, it's Tanner Grinzel. You might know me from when I played Season 8, Heroes vs. Villains.
and I am an alumni from that season. And what I loved from Impulse, I loved the comps, I loved the players, I made good friends, and met people who to support me, and here's to the new beginning.
I played many orgs in my time, but one of the orgs that I found to be like one of the most craziest, insane, full of twists, drama was Impulse. But here's to a new beginning.
Hey, sorry, it's really dark here. So I just want to talk about how much I love Impulse and why I love Impulse. I've played a lot of org games, but every time I've ever played an Impulse game, and I've played a few, there are so many great people I've met, and production is always super supportive to me, and it's just really been there for me. And so I'm really grateful that I've gotten a chance to play it as often as I have, and it's just overall it's been an amazing experience. So here's to a new beginning.
Hey yo, Gabby here. Just gonna say I love Impulse. Definitely a fun game. Like very fun, unexpected times, and of course, love the roast challenge. Because it's always fun to see the host get roasted. And anyway, here's to new beginnings.
Hi, it's Justin from Season 1 of Impulse. Here's to new beginnings.
Hey everyone, it's Andrew from Impulse 9. What do I love about Impulse? I love the fact that I can be myself and not be hated on by 80,000 people on social media after the fact. It's just a fun, chill game. And there's so many powers and advantages going on that at the end of the day, it's kind of like the American dream. It's just random, but it's a fun random. So, cheers to new beginnings.
Hello, this is Abel from Impulse Season 1. Such a fun game. So, here's to new beginnings.
Hey y'all. Impulse is such a fun game. Can't wait to play again. Here's to a new beginning.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I played Impulse. I think I played Season 2. So much fun. Great long-term org. If
Season 1.
Play.
I was about to say.
Highly recommend everyone goes to sign up. Okay, here's to a new beginning.
Impulse to me is more than a game. I've met some amazing friends playing this game, and honestly, I can count them as family. It is so fun. It's definitely my favorite game I've played. I definitely keep coming back because I just keep wanting those wins. But they do so good hosting it, and I just have a blast every time I play. So, can't wait to see what else they have in store. And here's to new beginnings.
Hey everyone, it's Nikki. I just wanted to give a little shout out to Impulse. I love playing Impulse so much. I love Sean, Scarlett, Casey, the whole hosting team. They always come up with fun new ideas, not to mention all their fun little twists. I can't wait to see what Impulse has next, and here's to new beginnings.
Hey there everyone, so just gonna little shout out to the Impulse crew here, Serpent Reality. If you ever wanted to play a game where you don't know what's gonna happen next, that is normally on a nightly basis whenever we meet is freaking messed up and craziness, then you should look into playing Impulse. The hosts are great, the idea's great. It's a little chaotic, but that's what we're in these games for. So I'm lucky I got to play in this final season in the format it's in currently. And hopefully, it turns out well. We'll find out this week. Again, if you've ever wanted to play a crazy-ass game, check out Impulse, and I want to wish Impulse a great new beginning to their new endeavors coming soon. Peace out.
Here's to a new beginning!
Here's to a new beginning.
Here's to a new beginning.
Here's to new beginnings.
Here's to a new beginning, baby.
Here's to new beginnings.
Here's to a new beginning.
Here's to a new beginning.
What is going on? Here's to a new beginning to my buddy Sean.
After hosting this game for 10 whole seasons, I cannot believe it is officially time for us to close this chapter of the book and open a new one. We have had so many great players come into this game, fight their asses off, and play the game as hard as they could. But now it is time for us to go into the real world and find out if players can mount to anything that our players online did. We're so stoked to welcome 16 players to the first house Impulse will take place in. With this closed door, we will now open many more. And we are so excited to welcome every single player from the past back into this new world of fun, lovely, crazy adventures. And for the last time ever, from outside the Impulse house, I am your host, Julie Chen, without the motherfucking Moonvez. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. And as always, be kind to one another. Bye-bye. Oh my God. As the tears roll down my face. We will see you all in June.